Halo semuanya, welcome back to Bad Talks ya, podcast seru-seruan anak bis econ. And today I have a very special guest with me, and maybe you can introduce yourself to the viewers.
Hi everyone, my name is Priyanka. I'm from BizEcon 2020. I'm one class at Song. So yeah, hello.
Oke, Oke, mungkin yang lain udah pernah lihat ya muka Priyanka di sini. Nah, jadi pasti yang lain juga pada bingung gitu, kok Priyanka lagi gitu. Nah, kebetulan nih ada big news banget nih untuk Priyanka. And kita sebagai anak Bisecon nih mau banggain juga nih. Tapi sebelum kita bilang sebelum kita kasih tahu viewers kita ini kenapa Priyanka ada di sini, mungkin let me ask ya, how are you today? Gimana? Gimana kabarnya hari ini?
Kabarnya hari ini oke. Kemarin kelasnya online, jadi I'm feeling very refreshed, not very tired. Puji Tuhan.
Kayak dulu ya berarti ya tahun
Kayak
2020.
dulu flashback tahun lalu gue.
Oke oke. And untuk hari ini nggak ada kegiatan apa-apa nih, Re?
Ada dong, ada
Oh ada.
beberapa.
Oh, bukan
Tapi
terkait
gue
kelas
ngeluangin
ya?
waktu. Enggak, bukan
Oh,
terkait kelas.
oke.
Gue luangin waktu buat temen gue nih, Kim Song Hyun.
Ya, thank you banget loh. Oke, Oke, mungkin let's just get on to it ya. Jadi, baru-baru ini Priyanka baru saja di-announce masuk ke BCG ya sebagai intern. Nah, mungkin untuk yang lainnya yang nggak tahu BCG itu, jadi BCG itu adalah Boston Consulting Group ya. Nah, mungkin Priyanka nih boleh jelasin lebih lanjut ya apa itu BCG karena kan dia yang tahu banget nih dibanding kita-kita nih. Jadi mungkin Priyanka apa sih itu BCG? Mungkin bisa kasih a brief description gitu.
Okay, so BCG stands for Boston Consulting Group, and like its name, it's basically a consulting firm. Uh, Kalau misalnya kalian pikir kayak management consulting or the industry, BCG is one of like the market leaders in the world. And kalau misalnya, I don't know if you've heard about it, but BCG basically they take a lot of clients and they do projects for them, consulting for projects, bisa juga kayak BUMN atau private companies. Industrinya juga banyak, bisa ke financial service, bisa ke electric vehicle, atau kayak a lot of other companies like telecommunications atau petrol. Jadi all of those, a lot of big Fortune 500 companies go to BCG to solve their problems and maybe consult on specific projects or initiatives and things like that. So that's basically what BCG or any management consulting firm is all about.
Hmm, dari yang what you described tadi itu cukup berat ya. eh, Pekerjaan di BCG gitu ya. Jadi oke, mungkin untuk the next question, what actually made you want to apply to BCG? Is there a like apakah ini hal yang you want to do dari dulu atau gimana?
I think management consulting has been something that I want to pursue for quite some time. And if you're on track to pursuing consulting as a career, then naturally you would want to apply to one of the best companies, right? Because that gives you exposure, that gives you the experience, and it connects you with the right people. So, what made me want to apply to BCG is because I think statistically it's number two in the world right now. And I've heard a lot about the company, and that being you meet a lot of people who are very brilliant there. You have a lot of experiences that can teach you, and basically, it's a great learning opportunity to be a part of the company. And that's what I was attracted to in the first place. But I think why BCG as a company, it's because the level of impact that they have is of a much bigger magnitude than companies I've worked for before.
Hmm.
Uh, for example, kalian kalau misalnya pernah dengar gak sih, kita kan belajar BCG Matrix gitu kan. Uh,
Pasti dong,
oh,
sih.
pasti dong, pasti dong. Song paling jago tuh BCG Matrix.
Waduh, jangan deh. Jangan dibahas yang itu mah.
Kalau belajar BCG Matrix, ya yang buat tuh siapa ya BCG gitu. Jadinya,
Hmm,
I think instead of instead of being a company that just create or they don't just follow best practices in business or in management or economics or strategy, but they're also a type of company who invents those best practices that become implemented in all parts of the world. So I think being able to be a part of that is just very exciting opportunity, and that's why like I wanted to apply there in the first place.
I see, I see. Jadi, sebelum like before you apply to BCG, were there like any, since you said it's a managing consulting firm, were there like any experience you had, or maybe like a club that you may join that, you know, help nurture your consulting experience? Is there like any, yeah, basically that.
uh well, actually, fun fact, I didn't know about consulting when I first entered Prasmo. um I only heard about the job, I think, a few months in Prasmo. So that's actually a fun fact, even so I'm shocked. Yeah, I didn't want to pursue consulting ever since I was a baby gitu. I
Mm,
didn't even know the job existed. But what exposed me to that was one, my faculty members. I think you know which one.
okay, I
And
think we all know
then
which one deh,
we all know
apalagi
which
angkatan
one.
20 ya.
Apalagi angkatan 20. And then on top of that, I think I was given the opportunity after I expressed my interest in consulting as a career, looking at the competencies that you would need to succeed in the job and also the kind of aptitude or like the kind of people they were looking for. I think I was lucky enough to be introduced to people who were looking to start a consulting club in Braswell.
Mm,
Before that, I didn't even know consulting clubs exist. Fun fact. And so that happened around the end of 2020.
mm,
And since then, I've been a part of the club until now. And it's called the International Consulting Club at Indonesia. There's like other branches in different countries, but essentially that's where, like, that's my grassroots
mm,
um, exposure to consulting and what the world is like. But then after that, I was fortunate enough to take some internships here and there, either in like strategy divisions or even as a consulting analyst. And that was where I actually got to experience what it was like to work for a company on top of like the projects that I had done as a part of the club. So
mm.
I think gradually my exposure and experience in the field increased, even though I did not know anything about it even in like my first half semester in uni. So yeah, it wasn't like a long time passion or like it wasn't
Oh, I
something
see,
that
I
I was
see.
getting into uni. I knew that I wanted to go here gitu.
Oke, jadi for anyone who think it's too late, it's never too late ya
It's
berarti
not
ya.
too late.
It's not too late to start ya, cause Priyanka aja yang udah masuk jadi intern BCG itu baru tahu about consulting in the first to second semester ya berarti ya. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's actually pretty shocking. So this is the first time I heard it juga after being friends with you since semester one. Agak lucu sih, but okay. Oke, mungkin yang untuk para viewers yang lain ini, they don't quite know that Priyanka ini sebelum jadi BCG intern itu pernah apply to a lot of jobs and internship itu ya. Nah, jadi with that, I want to ask nih, because you've been applying to a lot of jobs and internship, aside from BCG, were there like any companies you plan to apply to or actually have applied to?
I think other than the companies I've worked for, yeah,
Mm,
I did apply to a few companies for my final year internship, which is gonna be like next year. Kayak summer internship, I did apply to a few, so I applied to six in total. Um, One is BCG, so
mm,
there are five other companies. The five other companies are Bain and Company, Citibank, Accenture, JP Morgan and Chase, and Google. So I applied to those five other companies. And from these five, Bain and Citibank, I haven't heard from again, like since I applied. Accenture, I actually rejected the job. Uh, I
Oh, you
rejected it.
rejected it?
I rejected it because there was a timeline clash. So
Uh-uh.
they wanted me to start while I still had uni, and that's why I
Mm.
rejected it. The other two, JP Morgan and Google, I was in the process of completing like the second or third recruitment step.
Mm.
So like I had applied and I had moved forward, but belum belum selesai gitu. Jadinya
Mm.
when I got the offer at BCG, I was still in the process of recruitment for JP Morgan
Oh, I
and
see.
Google. So in the end, I turned down JP Morgan. I withdrew the application. Uh, but for Google, I'll just wait because
Mm.
I mean you can never say no to Google, right?
Oh, iya sih. But to come to think of it ya, to turn down JP Morgan and Chase juga itu pretty big deal juga sih. And
Lumayan.
bukannya itu big deal banget sih. Wah, that's insane.
I just sent the email withdrawing it this morning.
Oh, this morning?
Yeah, this morning.
Oh, wow, okay. If I were you sih, that's something berat banget sih for me to do. Because JP Morgan. Iya sih.
I don't really have any passion like investment banking or
Hmm.
banking in general, so that wasn't very difficult to do.
Hmm. So, jadi your internship itu bakal mulai on the seventh semester ya berarti ya?
A bit before that, so the summer of sixth to seventh semester.
Oh, that's
Uh,
after Comdev ya berarti ya?
yeah, jadi Juli around July harusnya sih mulai.
Oh, I see, I see, I see. Oh, cause like I thought you're gonna start pas Comdev gitu, jadi I was kinda confused
No,
gitu.
no, 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 no,
No,
no.
I see,
I'm
I see.
taking a
Okay,
break. I'm taking a break from work
from
for
work.
this next holiday and the next semester.
Penasaran setiap semester itu, semester break you always had a job gak sih?
Yeah, well, not this time.
This, I mean, cause ini ada Comdev lah ya, jadi kayak nggak
Yeah,
bisa
the
juga.
Comdev.
Mm-mm.
And I'm like, ya udahlah, reward yourself, Ray.
Aduh. Oke, mungkin for the viewers sih, maybe there are some people out there yang want to apply to BCG but don't know how to apply to BCG. And since you actually applied to and got accepted to BCG, mungkin can you tell us like how do you actually apply to the company?
So actually, there are two main roles that are, or in general, yeah, predominantly for undergraduate students who are just still completing or in the process of finishing university. There are two roles open to you. Um, First is like project support roles or like a case team assistant. The second one would be a business analyst, like a summer business analyst. I got the summer business analyst, but you can also do like project support. Jadinya kalau misalnya case team assistant or project support, the nature of the employment is ad hoc. So they projects who are understaffed, they can look for undergraduate students who want to help the project. Jadi lo kayak bantuin project gitu loh.
Hmm,
Do like the analysis or whatever, and
kayak aba
this
gitu ya?
uh, jadi
Bukan.
dua-duanya tuh kayak aba sebenarnya. Cuman kalau project support itu nature-nya tuh lebih mendadak. Jadi mereka
Ah,
kayak urgent hiring.
hmm.
And untuk itu application-nya tuh biasanya lo cari di LinkedIn orang-orang tuh yang ngepost doang. Jadi
Oh,
it's not a formal portal.
ah,
Tapi lo kayak nanti, oke urgent kita butuh final year student buat kerja 2 bulan doang atau
hmm.
sebulan doang. Kayak please email this email gitu. Terus
Oh, I
submit
see, I see.
CV. Itu
Hmm,
gue pernah apply. Itu gue
hmm.
juga pernah apply. Gue pernah interview terus akhirnya ditolak gara-gara gue masih semester 2 gitu.
Hah?
It's a funny
Oke.
story. It's
Wow.
just a funny story. Intinya gue udah interview terus di akhir-akhir dia kayak, wait, what semester are you in? I'm semester 2. He's like, oh, okay, thank you.
Terus udah nggak ada kabar
Terus
lagi gitu.
udah ghosted, and I was
Oh
like,
wow.
okay. But yeah, the second one is the summer business analyst. It's basically their official internship
Hmm.
program gitu. If I'm not mistaken, they accept two every year, but I'm not so sure of that.
Two people.
Two people. Tapi gua nggak yakin ya. Gua nggak yakin. This is what
Uh-huh.
I've heard. So like I
Uh-huh.
don't have any like concrete enough. It's not concrete enough for me to back it up, but at
Uh-huh.
least that's what I've heard. You apply through their website, careers website.
Oh, I see.
Jadinya lo kalau buka BCG kayak
Hmm.
careers.bcg or something, kan biasanya kan companies ada tuh portal karirnya. Nah lo ke
Hmm.
bagian internship itu ada consulting internship gitu.
Hmm.
That's a portal that's open all year long actually. Jadi lo apply kapanpun lo bisa.
Oh boleh gitu.
Boleh. Jadi
Hmm.
it's always open, cuman emang intake-nya tuh tergantung lo gitu. Misalnya are you applying for you can apply anytime, but
Hmm.
the length or when you start working itu tergantung programnya dia kapan gitu.
Oh, I see, I see. Okay.
Gitu. Jadi intinya once they fulfill the quota of students untuk jadi intern ditutup for that year.
Hmm. Okay, okay, okay.
They have that's basically a high level understanding of it. So how you apply, I think I'm gonna explain for the summer business analyst one ya. Soalnya kalau yang
Hmm.
project support, it really depends on the project. It depends on whether they're working together with an HR company
Hmm.
to source it. Ada yang iya, ada yang enggak. Kadang, as far as I know, they work with Persol Kelly to like source the candidate. Jadi
Hmm.
prosesnya tuh beda-beda gitu untuk setiap
Okay,
ini.
okay.
Tapi kalau misalnya yang summer analyst, it's generally the same. You have 5 different steps. The first one would be your um, CV and like personal information and a cover
Hmm.
letter and your university transcript, basically kayak nilai matkul
Hmm.
and everything. That's the administrative step. Once you pass that, you go through the online case assessment, which is lo dikasih business case yang harus dijawab pertanyaannya, like a series of 9 sequential questions that you're
Hmm.
answering with a chatbot. So they're analyzing you through artificial intelligence based on your
Hmm.
answers. Di akhir tuh lo harus kayak rekam video 1 menit langsung on the spot buat rangkumin your recommendation tuh apa basically.
Hmm.
It has like math, like financials, like counting your financials. Terus it has qualitative assessments kayak what do you think next stepnya berapa. Contoh
Hmm.
case yang gue dapet itu tentang plastik. Jadi kayak plastik pellet plastik, dia mau beli
Hmm.
another company untuk supply their raw materials.
Hmm.
Kira-kira beli atau enggak nih? Terus kalau beli harganya berapa gitu based on valuasi perusahaan itu, bla bla
Hmm.
bla. That's about half an hour, setengah jam terus langsung video. Nah kalau itu udah lolos nih, lo di invite untuk harusnya group case interview.
Okay.
A group case interview where you are given a case with a group of people and you're solving it together, sort
Hmm.
of like a focus group discussion. And that's where they're going to be assessing all the candidates. But I think because I applied early in like end of August,
Hmm.
there weren't any other candidates for me to do a group case, so they skipped that step.
Oh, oh, they skipped it instead of you doing it alone gitu.
Yeah, instead of yeah, no, they skipped it. So I only
Ah,
went through 4 essentially.
ah.
I went 4. I had 4 steps. So that's
Hmm.
the group case. And then the last two itu interviews. So first round interview and
Hmm.
final round interview. And in a first round interview, I think this applies to most consulting firms.
Hmm.
You would be interviewed by like an associate level employee. So associate level is like someone who leads the project maybe, or is a
Oh,
senior consultant.
oh, associate is already like levelnya udah main tinggi dong berarti ya?
Ya mid
Or
lah, mid
mid? Okay.
mid gitu. Jadi yeah, you're gonna be interviewed by someone in that level lah, around
Hmm.
there. Nah, final and complexity interviewnya tuh lebih rendah.
Hmm.
Kalau misalnya yang final round, lo di interview oleh partner. Partner is basically, I mean, if you watch Suits on
Oh yeah, partner is
Netflix,
always higher, right?
partner is the top ranking.
Uh,
So like misalnya partner tuh paling tinggi, terus lo ada managing partner which is the highest ranking
uh,
individual from all those. Iya, lu di interview oleh partnernya begitu, bukan managing
hmm,
partner. Kayak gue di interview partner waktu itu, and complexity of the case tuh lebih tinggi lah. Kalau for my first round, I got like a telecommunications industry. For
hmm.
my final round, I got a petrol distribution industry. So basically that's the steps. And then setelah yang terakhir baru lo kayak accepted or not, terus you sign offer letter. And
Oh,
that's the process.
jadi pas interviewnya itu lu jelasin like langsung gitu to them. You don't write an essay and then just
No,
submit
no,
it.
no, no. It's on the spot. Jadi lo 45 menit,
Oh,
dia lo kayak ditembak-tembak pertanyaan gitu.
oh wow, okay. Yep. From what you explained sih itu pretty complicated. No, it's actually very complicated sih. Jadi,
Lumayan. It took 2.5 months end to end from the day I applied until the day I got accepted.
tapi yang rencana mau apply jangan takut karena meskipun complicated pasti butuh preparations lah ya.
Betul.
Nah, jadi untuk seorang Priyanka ini, how much did you prepare? Like, how much preparation did you have before applying to the company sih?
Hmm, jadi ideally, if you're preparing for case interviews
Hmm.
or any type of case interview, whether it be yang online or it be yang sama partner atau sama yang kayak associate
Hmm.
gitu, you're gonna practice casing, right?
Hmm.
It's a sequence of like business combined with strategy, financial questions that you
Hmm.
go through in order to solve a particular problem.
Hmm.
These cases can have many different scopes. It can be about like profit, it can be about entering a new market, it can be about improving a process, it can be about merging or acquiring a company, and it can be even a combination of
Hmm.
these things, which makes it a very complex problem to navigate. But there are ways that you can practice if you have like books. I practice through case books
Hmm.
that basically they give you a prompt like company apa, masalahnya apa, and background masalahnya itu apa, and what they want you to help them solve. So then
Hmm.
after they give you that, it's your job to ask the right questions so that they can give you the data that you need in order for you to solve the problem. And
Hmm.
there are two types, an interviewer led or an interviewee led. Kalau interviewer yang lead, dia yang nanya kayak question one, two, three gitu. Kalau interviewee led, lo yang harus nge-prompt mereka gitu.
Oh,
Jadi
jadi lu yang tanya gitu ya?
iya, lo yang nanya kayak,
Ah.
oke, lo ada data keuangannya nggak, atau lo ada data ininya nggak, atau how
Hmm.
is your leadership or how is your ini itu. Jadi kalau BCG itu interviewee led, jadi lo yang harus
Hmm.
nanya.
Hmm.
And how much preparation did I do? I I prepared for about a month to
Okay.
learn that. There are several things that I did. I read cases, baca doang,
Hmm.
kayak baca case-nya plus jawaban dari bukunya itu apa.
Hmm.
I also did cases on my own. Um, jadi baca pertanyaan terus gue coba jawab,
Hmm.
ditulis atau kayak di ngomong, terus baru gue lihat jawabannya kira-kira apa.
Hmm.
The third thing is I interviewed people so that I would understand what it's like being on the interviewer side of things. And the fourth is I was interviewed by people to like
Hmm.
case me. So these are the four things I did. Other
Oh.
than the cases that I interviewed people or the one that I just read. Jadi
Hmm.
the cases that I did yang gue kerjain sendiri plus yang gue di interview orang lain total tuh 30-an,
Hmm.
like
30 orang.
30 cases
Oh,
ish.
30. Oke, oke, oke. Ah.
Jadinya iya gue di interview maybe like a total of 5 6 people.
Five. Okay.
eh itu kayak tiga kali
Hmm.
terus sisanya gue kerjain sendiri gitu. Jadi itu
Hmm.
sekitar 30-an. Kalau gue interview orang 10 ada mungkin. Kalau yang gue baca doang itu gue nggak gitu. Eh, lumayan banyak. So that's like preparation for the case, but then also preparation for the fit interview or like the personal experience interview.
Hmm.
I prepared a little bit. I think I've had a few interview transcripts that I've done prior to this for other interviews, kayak
Hmm.
other internships. Jadinya gue tinggal modify a bit of answers, just like practice a little bit. So that's not, it
Hmm.
wasn't intensive on that part.
Oke. Jadi untuk lo kalian ya, you gotta remember that before taking any challenges, you have to prepare. Because I think without preparation, the process would be much harder for you. Ya nggak sih?
Of course, they already expect you to learn, they expect you to
Hmm.
prepare for it, and they even give you the resources for you to prepare for it.
Oh, wow. Oke. Lumayan berat sih itu.
Kalau kalau lo duduk sebelah gue di kelas, I have this notebook, my
Ah.
casing notebook, yang gue bakal kelihatannya kayak gue nyatet, cuma I'm actually casing lah.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah,
Oh, wow. Okay. Jadi, oh yes. Okay, that's something new sih.
yeah, I have this notebook. Udah abis halamannya, soalnya gue kayak setiap casing pakai
Oh.
3 gitu.
Hmm. But it paid off lah ya.
Lumayan.
Okay, since we're running out of time, mungkin this is for the final questions. Uh, are there do you have any tips and tricks for people who wants to apply to BCG or any consulting firm gitu, like yourself?
Tips and tricks, I think first of all nekat aja sih. Soalnya actually I applied to the same role 2 years ago and I got rejected.
Wait, that's semester ini ya? Satu ya?
Semester 2 lah.
Oh,
Satu dua dua.
this is not yang the ini ya, not the project assistant
No,
ya? Oh, you
no,
applied again
this
gitu.
the same one. And
Oh.
like ya udah kayak jangan takut buat gagal gitu loh. Lu pasti
Hmm.
gagal lah once in a while.
Hmm.
Cuman ya don't be afraid, like just do it. But before you do it, jangan bodoh juga. Kayak ask
Hmm.
as many questions to the right people. You know, you need
Hmm.
to make an effort to find the right people. Soalnya uh, I truly believe that you're only as good as the people casing you. So you need to find good people who can coach you gitu.
Hmm.
And I think that comes with networking and being a part of the right communities. So that's like something that you need to give an effort in doing. But it's also tied to building your reputation.
Hmm.
So start early in getting where you want to be. And that's where you're going to be surrounded with the right people to help you succeed. Sonia, I think a lot of a large factor of me getting in was the people that I asked to, like,
Hmm.
hey, do you have time to case me this
Hmm.
week or like tomorrow? Even if they're out of the country and even if like mereka kerja, I contacted like a speaker yang pernah gue undang dari BCG kayak please can you help me
Hmm.
case, like just don't, jangan ngerasa sungkan gitu, kayak
Hmm.
ask people for help and terus jangan malu kalau lo salah-salah gitu kan,
Hmm.
kayak lo takut minder atau apa gitu kan,
Hmm.
cuman ya just give it a shot and lama-lama you're gonna learn cause my preparation, which is 1 month, I
Hmm.
knew what casing was about. I understood like the flow, but I had only done one case alone.
Oh, in
Jadi
the
pas
1 month.
gue, no, kayak sebelum 1 bulan itu gue baru
Oh, okay,
pernah
okay.
case tuh sekali gitu
Hmm.
sendiri, which is quite shocking the level of like
Hmm.
improvement that happened in the course of 1 month.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think it started as a daunting task, tapi ya just do it gitu. Ya udah sih.
Jadi catat ya guys, ini very gimana? Very insightful tips and tricks sih, cause yeah, again, nekat sih menurut gue itu harus banget, cause like if you don't take risk, I don't think it will happen anytime soon ya nggak sih? Just do it gitu.
Mhm.
Untuk masalah resultnya itu belakangan sih menurut gue.
Yeah, just do
Jadi
it, but do it smart,
smartly, ya benar.
smartly.
Oke.
Yeah, like that's very important though. Soalnya lo
Hmm.
kalau apply to consulting firms, terus lo di reject, a lot of them have a blacklist.
Oh ya.
So you cannot apply for like one. It can be 1 year, 1.5, or 2.
Oh, gitu.
Because they want you to improve yourself
Hmm.
dulu.
Before
Soalnya kayak
langsung apply
before
again ya.
apply again, ya. Jadi take take that into account.
Oke. Jadi take risk but do it smart, in a smart
Mhm.
way gitu. Jangan asal terjun gitu tanpa
Yeah.
having any preparations atau knowledge about the position you were gonna take into ya. Oke. I guess since that will be all for me. Thank you banget ya Priyanka udah mau meluangkan waktu untuk bisa hadir di Desk Talks kali ini.